Hello everyone, welcome back to the Success Stories show. Today, we're going to see someone, a very important person, the fashion designer who struck oil from tailoring to oil billionaire, the untold story of Folorunsho Alakija. She started with a sewing machine. Now she owns oil wells. They told her success in Nigeria was for men. They told her to be content as a wife, a mother, a tailor. But she saw more. She saw a future where women didn't have to ask permission to dream. A future where faith and persistence could move mountains, even oil-rich ones. Today, we explore the story of a woman who went from sewing clothes in Lagos to owning one of the richest oil blocks in Africa. This is the story of Folorunsho Alakija, the billionaire fashion designer who proved that with God, determination, and purpose, no glass ceiling can hold you down. Folorunsho Alakija was born on July 15, 1951 in Ikorodu, Lagos State, into the large and loving family of Chief L.A. Ogbara. Her father was a respected businessman and she was the 8th out of 52 children. Yes, 52 children. She grew up in a polygamous home, surrounded by competition and ambition. But from childhood, she had something rare: focus. At just 7 years old, she was sent to school in Wales, United Kingdom, where she spent almost a decade studying and learning discipline. After returning to Nigeria, she attended Pitman Central College, London, where she studied secretarial studies, a course for women who wanted stable jobs, not empires. But deep inside, Folorunsho wanted more than stability. She wanted significance. She started her career as a secretary at Sejuade Enterprises in Lagos and later worked at the First National Bank of Chicago, now part of FCMB. She was brilliant, disciplined, and organized, but she felt stuck in a routine. So in 1985, she made a bold move. She resigned. Most people called her crazy, and so she followed her passion, fashion design. She flew to London's American College of Fashion, learned tailoring, and came back home to start Supreme Stitches, a fashion house that would change the industry. Folorunsho Alakija didn't just make clothes. She designed confidence for Nigerian women. Her designs were elegant, royal, and unapologetically African. Her brand, Supreme Stitches, became the choice of the rich and powerful. Soon, she was dressing first ladies, businesswomen, and social elites. Her fame grew, but something inside her whispered, "This is not the end of your journey." She didn't know it yet, but destiny was about to pull her into an industry she had never imagined. In 1991, Folorunsho felt inspired to diversify. She applied for an oil prospecting license from the Nigerian government, a right to explore oil in a specific block of land. She got oil block OPL 216, a region later discovered to be one of the richest in Nigeria's offshore reserves. At first, she had no experience, no oil background, and no support from major players. She reached out to international oil companies, and after countless rejection, Texaco, now Chevron, finally agreed to partner with her company, Famfa Oil Limited. Then came the shock. Years later, the government attempted to take away a large portion of her oil block. She fought back, not with weapons, but with faith and law. The legal battle lasted over 12 years, but she refused to give up. And when she finally won, the courts recognized her as the rightful owner of one of Nigeria's most lucrative oil fields, the Abami oil field. Her victory didn't just make headlines, it made history. Folorunsho Alakija became one of the richest women in Africa, with a net worth once estimated at over $2 billion. But beyond the money, she stayed deeply spiritual. She once said, "It's not all about riches, it's about purpose." Through the Rose of Sharon Foundation, she sponsors widows, educates orphans, and empowers women across Africa. Her life became a beacon of what faith, excellence, and perseverance can produce. From sewing clothes to striking oil, Folorunsho Alakija's story teaches us that success isn't random. It is revealed through persistence and purpose. Here are her lessons. Don't despise small beginning. Your sewing machine today might build empires tomorrow. 2. Be led by conviction, not comparison. She followed her calling, not crowd. Faith plus work equals miracles. She prayed, but she also prepared. Use your wealth for impact. Her fortune became a foundation for others. Because when destiny calls, you don't need everyone to understand. You just need the courage to answer. The Success Stories Show, inspiring greatness, one story at a time. To see more of these videos, please subscribe, like and share. Someone's breakthrough begins with this story. See you next time.